This is Jackie with your All Access interview with Animate. I've got Ben here, and we're at day 3 of Dallas's South by SoWet Festival. It's the heavy rock and metal day. Time to really. I've already lost my voice, so I don't know where to go from here.
There's a lot of great bands today, so I want to watch every single one. So it kind of sucks. They're all playing at the same time, and so many good bands. So.
Well, you are also currently on tour with Veil of Maya After the Burial. What can fans expect from your live set?
Well, I mean, I like to it's really is. My thing is to bring emotion to the set, and that's the most important thing to me. It's because when I'm writing these songs, I want to bring that to the live show, and not just. I don't want to be one of those bands that doesn't sound like they do on the record, but also it's different. It's a live setting. I'm falling all over the ground and busting my knees up and just it doesn't sound exactly like the record, but I want to bring the exact emotion, maybe even more, in a live setting. So that's really what I want people to see. Now I want to, my guitarist and everyone, we're kind of a shreddier band, so if they're playing clean and I'm being emotional, that's kind of what I want to portray, because I want that to be. I want people to feel the album, but I also want it to still be a live setting. So that's the most important thing to me. So.
I like that you want to stay true to the album, yet give them something a little bit more. Some bands, no offense, guys, some bands can't even play up to the expectations of the album, so it's tough to be able to do so and more.
Exactly, and that's something we talked about. Like, there's a happy medium in there, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. Maybe we're not there yet, but we're really, we're working on making sure it's clean enough to where we, people come to see us that like the songs. Can sing along, but we really want to bring something else to it, something raw, something just, something emotional. That's really it. That's what the album, the lyrics, I want them to feel that live, so that's really what it's about for me. So.
And what made today's set special? I think you had a special guest?
Today's set, yes, Jesse from Era actually came out and sang Nature Hold with us, and it was so sick, and it was a lot of fun. It was the first time he's got to do that with us, and it was really special for me, and just saw kids singing along. I usually have to try to do that part live because it's so high, and I usually let all the crowd do it, but today Jesse did it, so it felt right, so it was really fun. So
that's smart though, having the fans do it, doing it some of the time.
Because some of those notes are just so high, and Jesse has an incredible range, and I don't get up there very well, so screaming the entire set and then having to sing that high. When Jesse's there, I'm going to let him do that for me. So.
And you mentioned that again, that you try to play up to and beyond the expectations of the album. Describe the sound on your Tragic Hero release, Evercharger.
Well, I mean, it's really like, it was our first album. I didn't want to write about one thing specifically, and I wanted it to just be, I kind of sat down and started writing, and what I noticed was I wasn't coping with change in my life very well, and that was subconsciously coming out in words that I was writing. And I was like, this album is kind of being, taken over by, it works though. It's real. It's what I want, and it's to the T. My thoughts and the band's thoughts, and it's really cool. It's not like I said. I always say this, but it's broad. It's super broad because change is something that we all deal with, and I just that's something super important to me. So that's what I wanted to write about, and it seems to be, the lyrics and everything seem to be, taken pretty well. So,
is that a particular message that you want fans to get from the album?
People ask me that, and I'm not. There's a lot of bands. There's a lot of bands that push positivity. There's a lot of bands that push negativity, and something. I mean, not enough bands to me are pushing like real life, but at the same time, I want something like ethereal. I want something surreal. I want them to feel something. So I guess it has a positive spin on it, but that's not really. I'm not trying to be positive. It's just kind of my mindset. Like, anytime someone's being super negative around me, I can't be there. I kind of just try to, I want to be real, but also it's like attitude. You have to keep it up. So I mean, I guess I'm subconsciously positive, but at the same time, I really want to be real. So that's the most important thing to me.
And I think the realness is something that fans respond to a lot. Responding to fans through social media isn't always easy, but is there a certain platform that you prefer to use over the others?
Well, you asked the right guy, because I do all of that, and Facebook is different. It's changing. A lot of bands are upset because it's charging them more to, we have likes. We have 22,000 likes. When we post something, about 5,000 to 6,000 people see it. And to me, that's not right because they liked our page. They're a fan technically. And but I use Twitter a lot. It's a lot more personal. It's just a direct response. It's Twitter and Instagram. I mean, and I use Facebook still because it still is it's a huge thing for us to reach fans at. But it's just kind of it's harder to. They're making it hard on us. So especially these smaller, younger bands, they're all kind of clinging to Twitter, Spotify. Spotify's doing their thing. So I really support all those, and I support Facebook too. I just kind of wish they wouldn't make us pay to reach our fans. So
because you're a rock star, so you're making all this money.
So much money, we can dump it into Facebook, and that's where it all exactly. So
it would be nice if there was, I don't want to even say a discount, but like those bigger, huge bands like Aerosmith that actually have the funds to do that. I'm all for it, but just as a long, long time ago, MySpace was born, and that was sort of to push along music in the underground.
And honestly, I miss MySpace. MySpace is just real. It was just there, and you could talk directly to fans. You added fans as a friend. It was like you're that fan. I don't even like the word fan, honestly, because everyone that comes and talks to us, I can't believe they like us that much. So it's like I want to have a conversation with them. I don't want to be like, dude, thank you so much. Get out of here. Everyone that comes to talk to us is such a cool, real person, and I think that's the kind of people that we attract, hopefully, and everyone that comes to the merch table, I just have a live conversation with or whatever. But I try to, like I said, at fests like this, it kind of gets crazy. But when we're on tour, we're playing smaller shows. Not on this tour. This tour is really cool. But when we're playing smaller shows and stuff, I like to everyone that watched us and hung out with us, I like to just hang out and talk, and that's important to me. So.
Damn you, Facebook. Well, what's up next for you guys after this tour?
We have a lot of things coming up in the summer. I mean, I say that we have a lot of things up in the air for the summer. I mean, we're very happy with how our first album did, and it gave us a lot of opportunity for this future. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, we'll be out on tour this summer, and we will be doing something to possibly record new music right after that. But that's all I'll say. So.
That's a good tease. We'll stay tuned for much more from Invent Animate. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change. All right.